This short video will discuss group work and think about strategies that you can use to approach group work in the most effective and successful way. Group work is an important part of the learning and assessment processes at university. Most degrees will expect you to take part in some form of group work or team task. There are lots of times at university when you might be required to work in a group. For example, you might be involved in a performance, such as a musical composition or acting out a piece of theatre. You might be involved in a group for a discussion task, such as in a class, or you might engage in a dialogue in a foreign language as part of your assessment. You might be asked to work in a group to develop an event or a business venture and pitch it to external clients. You might be asked to give a formal presentation, or you might be involved in a group as part of a practical laboratory experiment. Remember, you can also choose to work together in a group. You might like to set up study groups to discuss lecture materials, to review readings, to teach each other, or to do revision together. So group work really is important to the university experience. Why is group work encouraged at university? Well, group work helps you to develop a series of really useful transferable skills, including problem solving, creativity, and criticality or critical thinking. These skills let you see things from different perspectives. They let you think about things from different angles, to bring other people's views into consideration, to negotiate. And all of these skills together really help to aid and to enhance your learning. And alongside enhancing your university studying experience, they're also skills that employers really crave. So by developing them and being able to evidence excellent group work, you'll be able to demonstrate these skills to future employers. Earlier in the intensive, you thought about your own group work experiences, about things that have worked well in the past and that things that hadn't worked as well in the past. And it is true that sometimes group work can feel frustrating. But why is that the case? There are a number of factors that can hinder a group working collaboratively and therefore hinder the success of the group. Barriers to group work include a lack of clear objectives. So there might be a lack of clear aims and a lack of clear direction for what you're trying to achieve. This can make it harder to successfully achieve what you need to achieve, and it can lead to frustration and confusion. There might be personality clashes between members of the groups. People might want to approach the group work task in different ways, and some of these approaches might not be complementary. There might be a perception that there's been an unequal allocation of tasks, so certain individuals feel like they've taken on too much of the work, where other individuals may feel like they're not able to shape the project and make decisions. So there's several things that can act as barriers to group work. The key thing is not focus on those barriers, but to ask, how can we overcome those barriers so that we can turn those frowns upside down? Well, the key thing is to start with good foundations for your group work. Think about the objectives that you're trying to achieve. What are you setting out to do? You might set up an agenda for the whole task, which breaks down what you need to do. It can be useful to devise a series of ground rules. These can explain how the group will function, how tasks will be allocated, and how decisions will be made. Keep in mind deadlines and timings. These might include deadlines set by your tutor, but you might also break down that task into shorter deadlines that are specific to your own group. Keep communication at the heart of all you do. Think about how you will communicate with each other. Will you arrange meetings? And if so, when will they take place? Technology can be a really helpful tool that you can use to communicate. You can make use of online programs, for instance, such as OneDrive, where you can share files and work on them collaboratively. So the key thing is to start your group work with strong, stable foundations. Having set strong foundations, it's important to try and maintain these so that your group work will be successful. Throughout your group work project, have time to reflect on how things are going. As you progress, things might need to change. This is quite natural. Things do change as you work through issues and problems and identify solutions. So have some time to restate and agree objectives with your group and think about whether they might need to change at particular points. Keep focused on what you need to do though. Don't get distracted by tangential or irrelevant issues. Stay focused on what the core purpose of the group work is and set time limits to help you achieve this. When making decisions, keep a record in writing of what's been decided. This way everybody can read those decisions and remind themselves about what has been agreed as a group. Throughout the project, keep thinking about the next steps. Keep thinking about what needs to happen to ensure the group successfully completes the project or task that's been set. Remember, you can make use of technology to help you reflect, keep focused, to keep records, and to identify next steps. And also remember that group work takes work. Be flexible and keep it professional. So, in summary, group work can be challenging, but the rewards are worth it. You'll develop a host of really useful transferable skills, and you'll be able to take forward what you've learned to help you get the most out of your degree and to set you up for your life beyond university too.